Hello, everyone. Um, my name is Anna Makarudze. I'm from Harare, Zimbabwe. I am here on behalf of Django Girls Foundation. I'm currently working for them as a fundraising coordinator. So I'm here to talk about, I'm here to talk about the work that Django Girls is doing and what Django Girls is all about. So, who are we? Okay. So Django Girls is a non-profit that is registered in the UK. It's called as Django Girls Foundation. It was started in Berlin in 2014. And the aim of this organization is we help empower women across the globe to organize one-day free workshops to introduce women to the world of programming by providing tools, resources, and support which they need. So since the organization started in 2014, we have an army of 1,189 volunteers in the Django Girls community. We give them a free website, which is it's djangogirls.org URL, then /the city. Then we also give them an email address which participants can use to communicate with the organizers for that city. We also have a number of resources that we have developed. So our goal as the Django Girls Foundation is to bring more amazing women in the field of technology and programming and increase diversity, especially in the Django community. If I can just look at the participants who are here now, you can see that there are actually more male attendees than female attendees. So our goal is to increase diversity in the tech space by empowering women to organize these workshops. We also try to create mentors by promoting the female developers that we have so that they look as mentors to other developers, other female we wish to become developers. So what we do is we organize free workshops one day for women all over the world. And then we also create educational materials that are available for free online, which our organizers can use, as well as attendees can use. Okay. We also promote the image of female software engineers and highlight existing role models. And we also try to support diverse local Python and Django communities. So our aim is really to demystify the myth that programming and engineering is for men by promoting the image of female software engineers. And we also give them the opportunity to mentor and be role models to other women. So that's why Django Girls exists, and that's what we do. So how did we start? I'm currently showing the image of two women. One is Ola Sitaska, and the other one is Ola Sendecka. These two women are from Poland. They organized the first workshop on the 21st of July, 2014, at EuroPython in Berlin, Germany. And ever since this first workshop, we have spread to all over the globe, as you can see. And so far, we have had 11,965 women who have attended our events. We have organized, we have 458 workshops that have already taken place as we speak. We have 68 upcoming workshops, and then we also have, we have been to 80 countries. And in these 80 countries, we have been to 347 cities. And we have over 1 million people who read our tutorial, whether in the workshop or we have people who approach us who want to use our tutorial outside the normal Django Girls workshop. So we are very proud of what has taken place so far. So what has been our impact since we started? In July this year, we celebrated a 10,000 milestone since we started, because we, like I said, already 11,000 attendees have attended, but when we started, there was no milestone of a sort, but we are proud that we managed to have more than 10,000 women attending those workshops. And we also are celebrating our 3rd birthday in this July. We carried out a survey on our alumni, of which almost 600 women responded, and we had some interesting findings. Of that was that one of the findings was that 21% of our participants are actually now working in the tech environment as developers. And we also found that 79% of these are still learning to code. We also found that more than 70% were still active in the tech community, either by organizing events or attending events, or they are still learning to code. And most of them, they had been inspired to learn programming and to believe in themselves that they can also do programming. And a lot more had been motivated to change their career, to consider changing from what they had been doing and consider becoming developers. Another impact that we have had so far is most communities are growing, Python Django communities are growing from Django Girls workshop. I can give an example. I live in Harare, Zimbabwe, and the way we have built our Python community, we started by organizing a Django Girls Harare workshop, and we organized another workshop in Mashingo that same year in 2016, and we held our first PyCon Zimbabwe in 2016, and ever since then, we have managed to continue to organize another PyCon this year and more Django Girls events within the country. I can also speak for Nigeria, who had their first PyCon in September this year, but last year they had many Django Girls events. So Django Girls is being instrumental in many places where they don't have established developer communities to build their own communities by starting by organizing a Django Girls workshop. So when you organize a Django Girls workshop, it enables you first to identify the existing Python developers that you already have in your community, but who are not part of any existing community. Then you also increase the number of people who use Python and Django by introducing women to programming. So Django Girls has really been instrumental, especially in my continent, in building up communities. So how can you get involved with Django Girls? So since we started in July 2014, as you saw on the map, that we have so many events taking place all over the globe. The organization grew fast, so they introduced part-time positions of awesomeness ambassadors in 2015, and then another paid position of fundraising coordinator in 2017. So as Django Girls, we need your support as a community. How can you support us? You can get involved by organizing an event. I am glad that I'm here because there's already Django Girls Italy, and they invited us to be part of Codemotion conference. But you can work with them to organize an event in your town or in your city. If there's no event that has taken place already, you can work with them. You can also become a mentor or a coach. Probably maybe you are too busy to organize your own workshop. They are always looking out for mentors and coaches for events that they have. So if you can take part by becoming a mentor or a coach, you would also be very helpful to in supporting the Django Girls Foundation. We also have cool swag that we sell from our Django Girls shop that you can support by buying. We have t-shirts, socks, and stickers you can buy from our website just to make Django Girls Foundation sustainable. You can also support Django Girls by donating to us monthly via Patreon. That's another way of getting involved with Django Girls. Then you can also contribute to our online resources. You can, we've got our online resources which you can contribute to online. We have a tutorial, we have a coach's manual, we have an organizer's manual, and tutorial extensions. So you can just go through our tutorial and try to see where you can improve them. Then you can also support us as a company by becoming our global partner and donating at different sponsorship levels. So if your company is willing to partner with Django Girls and support us, you can always talk to me. I'll be available also tomorrow. We can talk and see how we can develop a partnership. Then if you want to organize your own workshop, how do you get to do it? So on our website, we have this link where you can apply to organize a workshop in your own city by completing a form on our website. Then we have our awesomeness ambassador who will respond to you and create an event for your city. This will give you a website, and it also gives you an email address which you can communicate with your applicants. Then you can also use our online resources to get you started. So we have a Django Girls tutorial which is used, which is a manual that we have developed that is used to introduce women to programming. So this is the one that is used within our workshops. Then we've also got an organizer guide which helps you get started in organizing your own workshop. We also have a coaching manual which you can also use to guide your coaches on how they should go about within the workshop and how they should interact with participants. Then we've got some tutorial extensions that are available on the links provided. If suppose some of your participants have managed to go through the whole tutorial during that one-day workshop, you can advise them that after the tutorial, they can go through the Django Girls tutorial extension so that they can continue coding. So I have some life stories to share about with you about the work that we are doing as Django Girls. And this is one of our alumni. When we did our survey, she told us that after attending the Django Girls workshop, she kept on learning programming until she ended up working as a developer. So she's now a Python Ruby developer in Budapest, Hungary. And she also became involved in many tech activities in her cities. Also, we have another alumni who attended our Django Girls workshop during a time that she was trying to learn on her own because she had quit her job to change her career from what she was doing to become a designer. So she said, so after she found the tutorial pretty easy, so she says, to my great surprise, after 8 hours, we all, as far as I remember, more than 100 girls managed to finish the task, and it really was fun. For the same 8 hours, I think my brain was slowly boiling. But after attending this, the Django Girls workshop, she managed to write a book that teaches kids how to code. And you can read her story on our blog. She says how Django Girls helped me publish a children's book for coding. So it's one of our success stories. Then we also have Emily Johnson. She organized Django Girls Kumasi. And she said that in their very first workshop, they only had 8 female attendees. And that was in 2016. But when they organized another workshop this year, they had 35 women as participants. So they saw that their efforts actually were fruitful in increasing women and encouraging women to become interested in the tech industry. So this, we want to thank all our global sponsors who are already supporting us, making the work we are doing possible. And we couldn't have got this far without them, and we are truly thankful for their support. And I'd like also to thank you for attending and listening to my talk. I don't know if there are any questions. Any questions?
Sì, per domande.
In English, okay. What? Posso andare? Okay. What is the most difficult thing that you find during this kind of activities about working with girls? Because I also attended some activities not about Django but about coding in general for women, and I had a lot of difficulties about keeping them on work on code. So in some of your activities, do you find this something that doesn't help to girls to code? The question is, what do you think that is the best thing that you can do to improve and empower women about coding?
Okay. I think the challenge that we have is, for now, is that most engineers or programmers are men. So the first thing that you have to get past is convincing women that they can also do it, for them to apply to attend the workshop. The way we have designed the workshop is that we don't have a single presenter like I am doing. We divide the women into groups of 3 and we give them a coach. So what they do is they read through the tutorial at their own pace and the mentor explains to them. So we normally don't have problems during the workshop. I think the challenge is maybe keeping in touch with them after the workshop, and this is something that would have to be handled. I think it's the way it's handled depends with the town or city that the workshop has taken place, because you need to keep in touch with the participants. And depending on what mechanism has been set about in your town, you need to follow up. So some communities, they set up programs like Pi Ladies to keep in touch with the community, or they already have meetups that are already established that you can encourage them to come to keep attending so that they can continue programming, because we only empower women to organize a one-day workshop. So after they've attended the workshop, the most important thing is for you now as a community to keep on following up on your participants and make sure that they continue coding. I don't know if I answered you.
Yeah.
Okay.
A bit.
A
Thank
bit.
you.
Okay.